Hey everyone, Tony Winston here. I was just browsing through one of my real books and I came across. Hey everyone, Tony Winston here for Jazz Piano College. Sorry it's been a few weeks there. I took a little time off, but I'm glad to be back and good to see all of you again too. And I'm going to go over a song called Pure Imagination today. And I was just leafing through one of my real books, and I know everybody likes this song, and I've never played it before. I just played it through once and said, yeah, it's a pretty nice song, so let me play it again. We'll talk about some chords, some open voicings, and yeah, that's it. So here we go. Yeah, is this one also from like Willy Wonka, maybe? I'm not really sure. But I noticed one little place in here where it kind of sounds like Candyman, where it goes, talk about your childhood wishes. It's kind of similar right there. But anyway, that's beside the point. Let's get into the chords first. I'm not going to do a real simple one. I'm going to do like open voicings here. So first chord is F minor 7th, and we have an 11th as the melody. So, this is a nice voicing, root 5th, 7th, 3rd, and the 11th. You could do a bigger one. This is all fifths. See, fifths and then fifths here. I think this is people call this a Kenny Barron voicing, but nobody owns them, so you can use it too. It happens, 3 times in the song, so you want to have, some variety. So maybe this time, the first time you do it like this. And really, it's the same chord here, just with a different bass note. It's still F minor 7, just with B flat there. And, that's a good way to get a suspended chord. So you've got actually A flat over B flat. Bring my chart back here. Sorry. Yep. Okay. And the triangle, of course, means major 7th. And with the 7th on top, a really beautiful voicing is kind of a 6-9 chord. And then add the major 7th. And, I haven't really practiced this song, so I just went, did some little closed voicings here. But what could I do? I could go, at F minor 13. And then there's my diminished chord. I think I've got everything I need. Yeah, move the A up here. And of course, the melody note, so typical for a diminished chord in a standard, is that the melody note will be a whole step above one of the chord tones. All right. They call that a whole step or a whole tone extension. And, that's kind of where the diminished scale comes from. Okay, so that measure again. And here, E flat over G. You could just do G minor or put the E flat in. That gives you a really nice chord there, doesn't it? 2 triads, Who was it? Oh, Adam Neely was just like getting all, wet over that chord. Sorry, Adam. But E flat. I mean, he was having fun with it. But yeah, it's a great chord. You know, you take E flat and then put another triad above it. Yeah, that's a nice chord. C minor. You don't want something too low because you were just up here. So just that's enough. That's all you need. And here's F minor ninth because of the melody note. And once again, I can kind of do the same chord. And here, watch out, there's a little tiny circle there, so it's E flat diminished. A good way to get this is, play E flat, play a D triad right over it. Okay, and once again, there's your diminished chord, and here's your whole step extension. That's like a D major chord. That's just the root, so. Okay, now we'll go on to the next verse. Oh, you got a little space here. You got to go, put a little something in there maybe. Let's use the big voicing. The only problem with using something really rich like that is the melody is not altered like that. It's just a ninth and an 11th. So probably keep it pretty simple there. Let's do a different chord this time. Nah, I don't like the Lydian. Just did the same thing, I guess. Now here, I think you could use something a little more exotic. See? Now, B flat means B flat. The 9 means that note. Right? Because that's the 9th of B flat. But I think the flat 9 would be nice too. Though, you're going to G next. So if you have the regular 9, that moves a half step to the 3rd of G. So that might be better. When in doubt, follow the chart. Yeah. And of course, now we're in a new key for all of 2 measures. And once again, you have a little place you got to fill there. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe you do a scale. Now, let me do this again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we got A flat major 7th. And, I just played a closed voicing here. What else could I have done? Yeah, I could leave the 3rd out because it's up here. And then just right down to G minor. And here's our C 7th. And we could put the flat 9 in. And big voicing here. And once again, I've got like A flat or A flat major 7th over B flat. Those are all good ways to get the suspended chord. A little filler there. And now, let's see. Do you have to have the flat 5 in there? It's going to be in the melody, but maybe in the chord too. Now, the D7, you just got, the melody is D and D, so you could definitely use an altered voicing here. Or you could use an unaltered voicing too. I say this is unaltered because it has a regular 9 and a 13. But if I flatted the 9 and the 13, I get that. And of course, I've got 2/3 here, so I could put a sharp 9 there. And here's G minor, it's an 11th. Maybe I could do the so what chord. Or maybe add it up there. Here we go, C. Now I don't want to alter this with a flat 9 because there's a regular 9 in the melody. But but however, always looking for a way to use contrapuntal elaboration of static harmony, and somebody liked my description of that. It's taking a chord and screwing around with one of the notes. So, all right, and then we've got F7th, and here's a nice B flat, a little harmony. How about something bigger now? And then, when you get real low here, you can't use the formulas, because root and seventh is too low, root and fifth, even root and fifth just makes the chord sound too I don't know, Beethoven sonata or something. So just put all the chord up here, put the root down there. Nice. I don't quite get this ending. I'd like to listen to the original and see how they handle that. Or listen to Jacob Collier. I think he did something really beautiful with this song, as he always does. He does a nice job. Jacob. Kind of like just ending it right there. So I was doing a little improvisation, and my advice always about improvisation is play the melody. Mess around with the melody. Let the melody inspire you. I noticed one other little part there that reminds me of Candyman, and that's coming out of the bridge, where instead of, it's got C7, 1, 2, 3, 4, you'd expect it to go right back into the A section right there, but it's got an extra bar of B flat seventh there. And you talk about your childhood wishes, you can even eat the dishes, and an extra bar, or maybe 2 extra bars. Who can take a rainbow, sprinkle it with dew? Can it? I think the Candyman can. The Candyman can, 'cause he mixes it with love to make the world taste good. I used to like to do a little impression of, back in my club days, of Sammy Davis. Oh, I don't know, he's just got such a unique voice. Didn't like it when he was, popular back in the 60s and 70s, but I grew to like it quite a lot. And there's a couple of really great albums actually out there. The Wham of Sam is a wonderful album with Marty Paich as the arranger, which is like a little 8-piece horn section and very little piano or guitar, and some great arrangements. That's it. Thanks a lot. See you next time.